everyone, and welcome to this unboxing video for Architects of the West Kingdom. This is the first of the follow-up games to the Of the North Sea games, which are mainly Viking-focused games, and were a set of 3 games that were thematically all fitting together, and once a certain expansion came out, they all fit together mechanically into one big game, sort of. But like I said, this is the first one of them, and this is more of a medieval theme, as you can clearly tell by the cover. So for all we know, we'll also get an East and a South Kingdom at some point. And, well, this one's Architects. And it's by Garphill Games, and was a Kickstarter. Now, I didn't get the Kickstarter version. I actually got Paladins of the West Kingdom Kickstarter, but I'm doing this one first because this is the first game. Also, the promos were with that Kickstarter, so I'll be doing these in this video. That said, the blurb on the back is, Architects of the West Kingdom is set at the end of the Carolingian Empire, circa 850 AD. As royal architects, players compete to impress their king and maintain their noble status by constructing various landmarks throughout his newly appointed domain. Players will need to collect raw materials, hire apprentices, and keep a watchful eye on their workforce. These are treacherous times. Rival architects will stop at nothing to slow your progress. Will you remain victorious or be found in the company of thieves and black marketeers? So from what I've heard, this is a worker placement game. Very similar to Raiders, but different kind of concept. Raiders of the North Sea, that is, the second game in the previous series. But let's get inside. Actually, before that, let's get to the promo stuff, because I know some of this, like these cards right here, are actually for the North Sea games. I know the primary thing, from what I looked up real quick, are these boards, and they are 5 new player boards for this game, and apparently these are the asymmetrical component of the game. I'm assuming on first glance they are just generic. Oh, they're colored on one side, gray on the other. I wonder if the other ones are like that. But we've got a Lothair for blue. I have no idea what any of this iconography means. Hugo for green. Clovis for purple. Farah for red. And Bertha for yellow. And we've got some standard size cards. Yeah, like, these are blatantly Raiders of the North Sea cards. And it is, I believe they were referred to outsiders of the North Sea specifically. Like, these were cards of characters from the West setting in the North game. And these look like cards for this game. I have no context to them. There's 3 that are green on the back and 3 that are blue on the back. Raiders was also my favorite of the 3 games originally. I would be doing unboxing videos for those, but they didn't give me the option to order those alongside these. Because I think the only way I would get those is with all the stretch goals and promos and such. Even if I could just get them at a later date from getting the original. Also, this box is actually a lot smaller than I expected. Alright, so first off, we've got the rulebook. Yay! Very wordy. Then what looks like a bunch of smaller rules and a glossary. It's specifically referred to as apprentice abilities, building effects, solo plays, and variable setups. Cool. I didn't know there was a solo play of this. Then we've got the original player boards. So these are the ones that you would get if you just flat out bought the game. And the extra stuff was referred to as promos, not stretch goals. So I don't know if they were originally available at cons or something. But not actually that important. I do know that they were included with the original Kickstarter. Oh, and there are 6 of these. We've got Thirsties for blue, Caroline for green, Ada for purple. A friend of mine's gonna want to play this one a lot. I know these are mechanically different, but it's purple and a pretty lady. Frederick is red. Rudolph is yellow. And then we've got Constantine and Helena, both for black. And I was like, wait, this one's the same color as what's on the back of all of them. And it's just like, oh, they went ahead and made it 2 characters. I did check the others. They're the same on both sides. Mechanically, I wouldn't be surprised if they're different on each side. Like if the gray side is a symmetrical one. Then we've got a punch out of a bunch of coins. I actually have metal ones of these. Those will be in the Paladins video. The board itself, they do some really nice boards for their games. At least the ones that are major boards. I don't recall Explorers, the third game in the North Seas one, having a board, and Builders or whatever. It's like Shipwrights or something. The first game was not much of a board, but they had a couple expansion boards for Raiders. But this is pretty much where the entire game will be played, minus, player boards, from what I can tell. And yeah, it's once you know the iconography, what each of these spaces will be very clear. The cards are usually, from what I saw in Raiders, the more confusing bits, but the board is just, this is straightforward once you get to know it. Some empty bags, again, always appreciated. Ooh! Lots of wooden bits! Always appreciate wooden pieces. I still like plastic miniatures more, but I don't really like them when they are just like, here's a bunch of tiny plastic pieces. Alright, so it looks like there is one of each set. Okay, I see what it is now. These are a bunch of meeples. And also some victory or tracker tokens is usually what that icon is. Or shape, I should say. And there are 5 of these at least. Is there a 6th one? No, even though there seems to be a 6th color. I wouldn't be surprised if that 6th one's meant to be like, this isn't actually playable, this is the solo mode and that's what you play against. But they're all basically the same. So purple, green, yellow, red, blue. Then there are these orange shaped things. They're all the same. Oh, I know what these are. This is wood. Not that, like, it's made of wood, but I mean, like, these are wood tokens. It's the same as a previous game. Just like, this is stone. Considering it's architects of the Western culture, and Western European culture, I'm guessing this is marble. And brick. Those are just guesses. Then we've got 2 packs of cards, and that's everything else in here. Let's start with the small ones. Alright, so we've got a bunch of debt cards. These remind me of the ones in Lafarge, just a bunch of all the same that you can just take and have. They are 2-sided. With the 2 yellows with the space in them, and the purple, they both have a lightning bolt on them. I'm guessing lose 2 victory points, pay off debt, gain a victory point, so a net loss of 1 if you can pay it off. And we've got a bunch of cards with scrolls on the back, and they are all unrolled scrolls. These look very similar to the rating effects, I think they were. Or no, the quests of just like, here's a couple things to match to get some bonuses or something. This also might be, hey, gain one of these and that's what you get. Now, one of the really nice thing about Raiders, and I know I referenced that a lot, but it was a really good game. There were spaces on the board for planned future expansion materials. Or at least so I was told. Alright, and then we've got some things that are double-sided. They look like carts of... Yes, they are definitely carts. It's just the 4-wheeled one looks kind of odd, and then 2-wheeled on the other side with 4 resources on the 4-wheeled and 2... And, oh no, this one only has 1. So, a various number of resources. I wouldn't be surprised if that changes with number of players. And then we have what look like stockpiles. I'm guessing these are really just multiplication tokens because they're 5 and 10. Those are always nice because then that usually means the game is not component limited. Because unless there's a good reason a game is component limited, it's a bad thing to do usually. It encourages them to put more put more tokens in it and thus make it cost more, or it just usually isn't designed well. So now we've got a bunch of standard size cards, starting with a couple summary cards by the looks of it, including solo play setup and rules, and 2-player versus bot setup and rules. Nice to know there's a 2-player versus bot. Some of my friends will be really happy about that. I don't know if the solo play will be like some games where it's like solo play is great and its own kind of little beast, or if it's you play solo to get the gist of the game so you can teach it to people later. Then there's what looks to be, my guess is, basic building towns. Either that or these interact with some of the specific spots. They have the 2 characters on the back that were on the same board. And we've got things like black market cards. Oh, they're the same. Okay, so yeah, these are probably drawn from a deck, but black market, guard house, guild house, king's storehouse, tax stand, town center, workshop, and then, so those are all brown at the top. And then we've got a few that look very similar, if not this. These are definitely better versions, I think, or on at first glance, that are black or gray on the top. Although, Guildhall is just blank. Then we've got what look like greenback cards, and these look like the actual things you'll need to actually build. Huh, are the orange pieces supposed to be gold? I know gold in their previous games were yellow, but yeah, there are just all sorts of different kind of buildings. I wouldn't be surprised if the game ends after somebody's built so many of these. But yeah, there are just too many to simply list off. And the rest of the cards, which are the blue backs, seem to be peoples, which a lot of them seem to be the same. Like there's 3 acolytes, conspirators, jewelers, merchants, all sorts of different kind of things. And yeah, some of them are definitely, like, I already see 2 of the 3 of the Raider card characters in these. It was the Trickster and the Swindler. And I don't actually see the other one. There's an Illusionist. But regardless, that seems to be everything in this box. Other than some cards I already put back in here, that's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to press the like button. If you think somebody else will enjoy this, feel free to share this video. Either way, you'll help this video get seen more. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and press that dislike button. I won't mind, but please leave a constructive comment as to why. Also, feel free to comment in general, such as if you want to see a how to play, a review, or a detailed overview of this game. The last one I will need to get permission to show off the artwork, but otherwise I'm more than willing to do it. And if you'd like to see more like this, be it more unboxing videos, my board game overviews, or my painting videos, and anything else that I try to do on this channel, feel free to subscribe. Regardless, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye!